Namaste everyone, welcome to a new session of Yoga with Clay. Today focusing on the hip joints, mobility and health. So, let's start with taking a comfortable seat on the mat. You can maybe bring the flesh out from your glutes and feel the sitting bones in touch with the ground. Bringing your hands maybe in Chin Mudra on your knees, or maybe simply resting on your knees and eyes closed. Keep the spine long and straight. Maybe unarch a little bit the lower back. Maybe you want to bring the lower back slightly back and the upper back slightly more up and straight. Really nice. Let's take a few deep breaths here. If you know yogic breath, so this is the full yogic breathing from the lower abdomen, so inhaling from the belly, going out, and then up to your diaphragm, and then clavicles. And when you exhale, the air coming down from the top of the clavicles to the lungs and diaphragm, and abdomen going in on the exhale. And then once again inhaling from the lower abdomen all the way up. And really slowly exhaling all the way up, down to the lower abdomen. Okay, really nice. Maybe one more time at your own pace. Okay. And from here, bring your hands in Namaste Mudra to the heart center. And let's stay here and place maybe some special attention to the heart center. Relaxing the shoulders. Just maybe be aware of your sensations here, whether they are physical or emotional. Do you feel that this area of your chest is very open? Or do you feel that it is maybe needing a little bit of space and attention? And maybe focus on your hip area. So maybe you want to lower the palms down onto your groin. So the place where the upper thighs are touching the lower abdomen. These little creases. Maybe you want to place your palms here. And once again, just bringing attention, keeping the spine long and straight, shoulders and neck relaxed. And just feel if there is any tension or anything that requires, once again, attention. Okay. And bring your hands back in prayer to the heart center. And from here, we'll be taking a deep breath to chant one Om to start the session. Inhaling. And lower down your palms once again onto your knees. Really nice. Gently open your eyes. And placing your hands next to your hips, in line with the hips on the ground. Then inhaling, turn the palms up and bring the arms up. Looking to your thumbs, keeping the spine long and straight. Don't arch the back. And exhale down and bend your head to the chest. Once again, inhale up, opening chest, neck, everything. And exhaling back down, chin to chest. One more time, inhaling up, opening the chest, opening the sternum to the sky. Don't arch the back. And exhale back down. Okay, and let's come back to center. And from here, now bringing the right arm up, you want to fold from the elbow and bringing your right palm onto the spine if that's possible. So maybe you want to put it a little bit higher, maybe you can go a little bit more down. And the idea will be to open, to stretch all this part, okay, because we have so many different types of ligaments in the shoulder joint, and we want to stretch all that vertical line. Okay, so with the left hand, grab the outer elbow and maybe simply push and press the elbow back and also center. So you're like simultaneously pressing it back and also to the center, and maybe the right hand will go a little bit more down. Head is still in line with the spine and the neck. Breathe here, feel a little bit of stretch. Maybe on the next exhale you want to go a little bit deeper, keeping the spine long. And exhale, relax, and we'll be doing the same thing. So first, left arm up, really up, 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 and then bend and bring. Once again, we want to bring that hand onto the spine, grabbing the outer elbow with the right hand and keeping the head back and straight with the spine and the neck. We will be pushing the elbow back and center. Keeping once again the neck long, the spine really long and straight. Breathe here. And on the next exhale, let's open one more time. Okay, really nice. Now, extending the legs in front of you. You can shake the legs a little bit, having your hands onto your sides, maybe flexing the foot. Okay. And from here, bringing the right heel close to your groin. Let's grab the outer thigh, so the left leg is really nicely engaged on the ground. And we'll be inhaling, extending the right leg, so without collapsing the spine. And exhaling, pointing down. Inhale, up and flex. Exhale, down and point. One more time. Inhale, up and flex. And exhale, down and point. And at your own pace, let's do 5 more of these, keeping the spine long and straight. Maybe abdomen a little closer to the spine. And okay, one last time. And exhale on the ground. Okay, relax everything. And now left leg, so bringing the heel close to your groin. Maybe you want to bring the flesh out from your buttocks, grabbing the outer thigh and inhaling, flexing and stretching the leg up. Exhale, point and down. Inhale, flex and up. Exhale, point and down. And keeping that right leg engaged, keep doing this nice movement without collapsing the spine. Maybe a few more times. Right leg grounded in the mat. Okay, and release everything. Once again, you can shake your legs a little bit. Okay, really nice. And from here, bringing this time, once again, the right leg close to your groin, bringing the right arm back, inhaling left arm up, and let's come to a twist. So bringing the outer edge of the left elbow back, and keeping the left leg engaged, just twisting onto your right side. And you want to be able to look maybe far back beyond your right shoulder. Really press this arm, the left arm, against your knee. Okay, breathe here, extend the spine up, activate the left leg, activate everything. And exhale, center both arms up. Just switch the legs, still arms up. And from here, left arm back, pressing behind the spine. Okay, so not too much on the left side, really center. And exhale, come to a twist with your right arm. And stay here, really press with every contact point on the ground. So the leg, the foot, your buttocks, and the left hand. And come to a twist. Try to make it a little bit deeper. Breathe here. Navel to the spine. Look back. And exhale, both arms back and extend both of the legs. Okay, one more stretch here. Bringing once again the right leg close to you. And from here, we will be trying to bring the the sole and the outer edge onto our left elbow. So if this is not accessible to you, because we will be needing to grab like this, like a baby. So if we can't do that, you want to maybe grab from the inside, okay, leg from the inside, both arms coming and shin bone, okay, and trying to keep your shin bone, your tibia close to your chest, not collapsing on the spine. Once again, you can check my spine is quite long and nice, and my sternum is trying to reach up. And from here, we will be engaging that left leg onto the ground and rocking left to right. That knee, maybe hands interlocked here, and really trying to bring the foot a little bit closer to the chest and also a little bit more up. You should feel it in the outer hip, in the buttock. That might be a little bit intense. So don't forget to engage your left leg as well and really feel that stretch here. So this might take a different form for you, so don't hesitate to make little adjustments. But the idea is to feel all this outer part of the hip. And also when you're going out, of course, you will be stretching the psoas and the groin muscles. So stay here, keep breathing deeply and engaging the left leg. That will help you not to collapse on the ground. And then exhale, we can relax on the ground. Okay. Let's take an inhale here. And on the exhale, bend the left leg and try to do the same thing. So adjust your position. You should be feeling the sitting bones on the ground, grabbing your left leg and bringing once again the sole of the foot on the inner elbow. And once again, you want to try to push that knee a little bit more front and bringing the foot a little bit closer to you without collapsing the spine. And you should feel it here nicely in the outer hip and the whole glute muscle. Okay, try to keep your chest and your shin bone close together and don't collapse the chin, don't collapse the spine. Press with your right leg onto the ground. Try to reach higher with the top of the head, so really keeping the spine long. And okay, one more time. And exhale on the ground. Okay. Oof. This is a little bit intense, so feel free to shake your body on the ground. Okay, really nice. And from here, bending both legs, opening them as wide as the mat. Without hands, maybe find some momentum, or you can also help yourself with your hands and come to Malasana yogic squat. Okay, so if you cannot stay here, you might want to raise your heels a little bit, or maybe sit on a block, a yoga block, if that's comfortable. So the idea is to be able to keep the spine really long, pressing with the outer edges of your elbows against the inner knee. Okay, we'll stay here a little bit more. You can maybe do some gentle knee movement from in to out, but really pressing your hands together strongly and keeping a very long spine. Okay, we'll stay here for another 5, 4, really reach the spine a little bit more up, opening the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Bring both palms on the ground and pressing on the palms, reaching the hips up. Let's come to forward fold, Padahastasana. So you want to come maybe at the front of your mat. And here, release everything. So hip wide distance for your feet. Really whole surface of the feet pressing nicely on the ground, and you can grab your elbows, opposite elbow. Maybe some gentle movement, or stay here for this forward fold. You can keep the knees, of course, slightly bent if you haven't been moving too much today and you feel that your legs are a little bit stiff. Neck is relaxed, the head can move in every direction with no problem. We can even bring some gentle neck movements here to release a little bit more. And stay present with your breath. Okay, really nice. And from here we will be once again bringing the hips down, maybe without our hands, and very slowly coming once again onto the mat and directly laying on our backs. Okay, really nice. So back to the mat. Here maybe you want to bring the knees and make some gentle movements from right to left. Okay. And this time extending both legs. We're going to bring the right leg up, so on top of the left leg. So the right knee is on top of the left knee, and bending both legs. We will be bringing the knees closer to the chest and grabbing. So if that's not possible, you can take anything, a belt, a scarf, any piece of fabric to grab the outer edges of your ankles. So from here, grabbing the ankles, we will be both pressing the knees close to our chest, making sure that the back is still in touch with the ground, so the lower back is still flat on the ground, okay? Not coming here, bringing the ankles, so bending the elbows out on the side. We will be just bringing ankles closer to the hips. And from this position, you should be able to feel really nice stretch once again on the outer hip. Okay, so this is the preparation for Gomukhasana, so the cow head pose. Okay, that will be very intense for the outer hip that we've been stretching a little bit since the beginning of this session. And so yeah, this is an easy version to prepare for Gomukhasana that we'll be practicing later. So breathe here, still having a long back on the ground, and then relax, exhale, back up, inhale, switch, bend the legs, and exhale, bring the ankles once again closer to the chest. So here you should feel a deeper stretch on the left leg, because the left leg is on top of the right leg, okay? And so previously would have been the opposite. So really don't be shy to bring the ankles low and lower and more to the side. So the more you will open the feet to the sides and then pressing them down, the more you will feel the stretch. Keep breathing here. Long back on the ground. And then exhale back up. You can flex and point the toes a few times. And then taking a little bit of momentum, we'll be rocking back and then front, coming to sitting, and then directly, maybe without using your hands, coming back up, slowly rolling up the spine nicely. And from here, hands on the shoulders in Tadasana, so feet hip wide apart. We'll be inhaling, bringing the elbows front, then up, and making some nice shoulder rotations. So inhaling up and exhaling back down, and trying to keep that pelvis, slightly neutral, so not arching too much, but really engaging the glutes, so you will have a nice open pelvis. Engaging the feet as well on the ground. Looking front. And okay, change direction. So back, then up, keeping the navel close to the spine. engaging the glutes and stretching the whole shoulder joint. Okay, a few more times. And relax. Okay, Tadasana, to the front of the mat. So keeping a long line with the body, arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And from here, inhale, arms up, Urdhva and exhale, bend forward, Uttanasana or Padahastasana, forward bend from the hips, bending from the hips. Inhale, look up and send the right leg back, knee on the ground, Ashva Sanchalanasana. Inhale here, opening the chest, and then on the exhale, bringing the right hand all the way to the ground and simply pressing onto your left knee, pressing to the side and opening. You can come to the outer edge of the foot and really opening and maybe twisting here, bringing the left shoulder back, looking back, keeping the chest really nice and open, pressing with the right leg on the ground and staying here present with your breath and opening the left hip. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, send the left foot back in plank pose, looking to the top of the mat. Let's inhale here. Exhale. And inhale, knees on the ground. Let's do Ashtanga Namaskar. Yes. And exhale, chin chest to the ground. Inhale, slide into Cobra, pubic bone really strongly on the ground. Glutes engage, opening the chest. And exhale, tuck the toes. And let's come to downward facing dog at Gomukhasana. Hips far, high and back. Pressing the palms here. Taking one breath. Making the back wider, shoulder blades apart at the back. And inhale, look front and simply bring the right foot in between your palms, left knee down. Opening the chest here, and the foot is completely on the ground, the back foot. Okay, and on the next exhale, press the left palm on the ground and come to the outer edge of the sole. So the hips really want to go lower, so more down and more front, and press onto your knee, opening, pressing on as well with the left leg onto the ground and reaching with your gaze far back, opening the right shoulder as well, feeling the nice stretch everywhere. Breathe. And on the next exhale, come back to center, right palm on the ground, tuck your toes and send the right leg back. Inhale here and exhale back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, keep the head in one long line with the spine. Don't collapse the chest. Your sternum still going up here. Hips as well going up. Breathe for one more breath. Enjoy this pose. And exhale, coming onto your knees, sitting in Vajrasana. Okay, nice. Let's take one deep breath here. Long spine. And then back to tabletop position. Okay, really nice. And from here to enter Gomukhasana, we have two options, and this is a different option. So bringing your left knee front. Okay, so still in tabletop. Right knee front. Okay, right knee in front of the left knee. We'll be crossing the legs, opening. So you see my feet are coming to the edge of the mat. And from here you can simply slowly sit back. Okay, this is Gomukhasana legs. So if this is a little bit too difficult, you might want to keep one leg extended. Okay, so the easier version would be sitting like this. Okay, since we have the right leg on top, left leg will be nicely stretched. Otherwise, if it's possible for you to stay here because we've been working on the hips, so maybe that might be an option. You can also sit on one block. That will be placing one yoga block underneath your sitting bones. That will be a bit less intense. Okay, so the more feet are on the side and more weight you put on your knees, then the more you will feel the nice stretch. Okay, so try to bring a little bit of weight equally distributed in with your hips and your knees. And from here, for the Gomukhasana arms, so I will show you from behind. Stay here, keep breathing, send the breath wherever you feel the most tension. So arms reaching far to the side, keeping one long line for the spine. We'll be reaching the opposite arm, so top leg is the right, so left arm looking up, and from here bending, bringing once again your palm to the spine. Okay, feel the spine here, keeping the elbow up and the head still up. And then rotation, internal rotation for the right arm, and then let's bring the palm as well in line with the spine. And if you can, grab your fingers, your hands together, that's very nice. Otherwise, bring a piece of fabric that you can, like this, grab in between your hands. Okay, so feel the nice stretch for the left armpit and feel an intense stretch on the outer part of the right shoulder. Stay here, and maybe you want to go a little bit more down, so bringing a little bit more weight to the knees. That will make a little bit more intense for the legs and for the hips. Okay, stay here, one more breath. Keep the spine really long and straight. Don't collapse front, don't arch, don't hunch. And then exhale, relax the arms, relax the hands, arms to the sides. Okay, so I'm coming back to the side. And then palms down and stretch the legs. Okay, here allow yourself to stretch your legs. Maybe shake and tap. Okay, really nice. And from here we'll be doing the different entering of this pose. So left leg bent, then the foot is on the outer edge of your right leg, and you can bend now the right leg, and you see up, both knees on top of each other and feet really nicely to the side. Okay, and knees really trying to be on top of one another. Okay, we can enjoy the stretch here, and maybe first you want to make some nice movements to feel different sensations, feel different types of stretch around the hip, the groin area. Just feel, then come back up, and then inhale, arms to the side. So really try to reach your fingertips as wide as possible, as far on the side as possible, keeping a long line with the spine, so I'm not arching, I'm not curving, trying to keep a long spine. And from here, inhale, right arm up, then bend and palm onto your spine, then internal rotation of the left arm, and bringing all the way, swinging and coming in touch with the spine. Okay, so the back of the left arm, left hand, is on the spine, and the palm of the right hand is also on the spine. Arms staying together, press the back of the head against your right arm, stay here. Maybe try to reach a little bit deeper if possible, and then maybe you want to come a little bit more front and see how it feels. Okay, if it's too intense, of course, come back. Otherwise, maybe just try to reach a little lower. See how it feels, don't collapse. And here we'll be staying for a couple more breaths. And I invite you to bring your attention to Anahata. So Anahata chakra is your heart chakra. So your physical gaze, your physical eyes are looking front, but your internal and spiritual gaze is turned to Hatha chakra, so heart center. You can even visualize a green color in that space and simply bringing your focus and attention. So don't collapse the chest, don't hunch, keep it nice and open, even if you're going down with your trunk. Okay. And exhale back up. Inhale, stretch arms up and unlock the legs. Okay. Exhale on the ground. Then once again you might want to make a little bit of movement with the legs, tapping, and from here bending your legs and gently coming to the mat. One more time, laying down on the mat. And arms reaching to the sides and both knees together to your chest. Inhale here, then exhale, both knees still together and still close to the chest, coming to your right side, and just drop your head onto the opposite side. Arms are really nicely still grounded, both shoulders are on the ground. Breathe here into this supine twist and start relaxing everything. Relax your arms, relax the neck and the head, relax your chest and pelvis and legs, and feel the breath in the abdomen area. Okay, inhale, come back to center, legs and head, arms still nicely stretched, and from here once again, so up, making a little bit of space for myself. So knees still close to the chest, simply bring them down, feel the nice stretch into the lower back, and head turning opposite side. So the main focus should be to keep both of your shoulders on the mat and feeling a nice stretch for all this area. So maybe the outer hips, but we've been stretching a lot previously, so you might feel it more maybe in the lower back. Really good for the lumbar. Breathe here, once again relax everything, shoulders, arms, face is relaxed, and the whole lower body is relaxed. Keep breathing. And inhale, slowly come back to center, legs and head, and then find your way to Shavasana. So the resting, final, nicest asana. So you might want to move the hips a little bit so they're really nicely grounded. Legs slightly open, maybe as wide as the mat. Arms open, palms facing front. And from here, relax everything. Let your muscles melt onto the ground. Let your bones get some rest. Allow each cell to relax and rest here for a little while. Your neck and face are relaxed as well. Relax the jaw, maybe open slightly the mouth. And relax even your scalp and the hair on your scalp. Relax your pelvis and your legs. And allow yourself to surrender to stillness. And stay with this stillness as long as necessary. Namaste.